Is that right?
It is right, Christian. Joined by Geoff Bull here, and you are playing in what's called the Corcoran Cup, I believe it is called, correct?
Correct.
And that is June 13th and 14th, and the average person would not know what the Corcoran Cup is, but in a nutshell, they call it the Masters of Blind Golf, am I correct?
That's right, Tim.
And you got invited because you finished, you played in it a few times and you finished well enough, and you're one of the more highly regarded, I know you're a humble guy, you're one of the more highly regarded blind golfers in our country, right?
That's correct. I would have missed the cut last year, but I'll do better this time.
Okay, but you've only been playing golf for about 10 years now. You took this up because your wife, correct?
Right. My wife was a golfer, and when I retired, I thought, let's go and do something active. I've always been a sportsman all my life, so this was the occasion to go and do my best.
When somebody hears that somebody who is visually impaired or blind is going to take up golf, what did they tell you? Did they try and tell you don't bother?
I think in my case they knew I would anyways. That would have been a waste of time.
Yeah. And now you are more hooked than your wife these days, right?
Oh, definitely, definitely. Yes, I get out, if I'm lucky, I get out 3 times a week, which is why my game is getting better. My wife, I get her out about once a week if I'm lucky.
Okay, now we have some video of you playing right now. Pete, your friend, is helping you out. We'll talk to him a little bit later on, but what was the hardest thing for you to grasp when you picked up the game?
Sport all my life has been speed and muscle and strength, and golf is not like that. Golf is coordination, it's timing, it's everything that I'm not used to. So that was the hardest thing. Slow down and try and get everything timed correctly.
And your issues are the same that all golfers deal with. You say you're just trying to get consistent to put several good shots in a row, right?
It's those bad shots you've got to cut out. I mean, the good shots, fine, but there's always one tucked in there that you want to get rid of.
What's your most enjoyable part about being out on the course?
Just being out there, and you know, if you get a good shot, that's the reward in itself. You were shooting us today, and as I told you, the hole after you stopped, I sunk a 45-foot putt.
Well,
that was very rewarding.
We only have 2 people who were there. One of them is you, one of them is Pete. We have no proof of that, so we're going to have to take your word for it. You mentioned being a sportsman. We're running out of time here, but you were a world record holder in the Guinness Book of World Records in the 1950s, correct?
Correct. For 100 yards, I was the fastest blind man in the world, which I held that record for 20 years, and then someone came along, as always happens, so I'm no longer the fastest one.
and that's all about speed, and here it is all about being smooth and being tempo and not rushing it, so that's why it's hard for you, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
We are going to have Geoff stick around. Christian, we come back later. We're going to be on the range hitting a few balls. We'll talk about the steps that go into trying to hit the ball when you can't exactly see what you are hitting. It's all about making a smooth swing, and we're going to do that. We come back later. If you want to learn more about the charity that the Corcoran Cup, the Masters of Blind Golf, is raising money for, I have a link on my Facebook, as well as the Fox 17 Facebook and our website. It goes to a guide dog charity. Christian?
Yeah, that is so interesting. I can't wait to hear the process of how he lines up and how he knows how hard to hit it, because we could all use that help.
Yeah, you'll see that in about 25 minutes or so.
All right, sounds good. Thanks.